Good evening and Jai Hind, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Going,
Jai
sir?
Jai
Jain
Hind.
sir.
Okay.
Good
Uh,
evening, sir.
we'll be doing lecture practice, which is one of the most important exercise. Uh, why important? Because it gives you a lot of practice of communication, organizing thoughts, confidence building, and when you go for interview, especially ssb interview, you need to organize your thoughts, put across, communicate well, and that is why this is an important exercise. Okay, so who is the first volunteer? Okay, Pooja. Pooja, you are prepared for topic or you need just spontaneous some card number?
No, sir, I'm prepare my own.
Okay, you are prepared. So without wasting time, we
Yes.
will move ahead and we'll keep discussing few points, elaborating some points as the time passes or after every speaker. Subodh, keep time. Pooja, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Can I start?
You can start.
Good evening, everyone. So today's my lecture topic is mental health awareness. So basically, mental health determines how you think, feel, and act. Good mental health is when you feel positive about yourself and cope well with everyday pressures. So mental health awareness refer to how our society is becoming more aware of mental health, and this means that the people have become more willing to talk about their feelings, their issues like depression, anxiety, some substance abuse, because of misconception and stigma surrounding mental health issues. So people often to suffer in silence and don't seek treatment for their condition. Their mental health awareness is an important, it is an initiative to improve understanding of mental health condition, and it increase to access to healthcare for those who need it. And I think there are three main reasons to mental health. It's important because be physically healthy, have a good relationship, make a meaningful contribution to your community, work productively, realize your potential. And I think mental health awareness is essential for prevention, early detection, and therapy. It is actually therapy to key ensuring effective treatment, and being aware of diseases like symptoms mean more likely to take action or go for screening, tests, checkups. And however, when we left untreated this treatment, I think some problems can be lead to poor academics or work performance, to medical expense, increasing risks of suicide, fewer employment opportunities like physical health. And everybody has their mental health, and it needs to be looked after carefully. So I think the learning about mental health illness will leave a positive impact on the student who they are struggling, and they will learn about therapy and how to treat their problems. They will be more ready to talk about it, and they will be acknowledged that they have a problem. So I think the benefits of taking mental health awareness is to provide a better understanding to how mental health illness can affect a person's life, and it can help to reduce the stigma of mental illness.
Last 30
It
seconds.
gives you confidence when helping those who are from suffering, and helps to recognize early signs, the risks of mental health and illness. Thank you.
Good, Pooja. Very important topic you have chosen, mental health awareness. Especially in today's fast track world, we really require to pay attention to our mental health. Physical health, we generally come to know that there is some problem, if there is some disease, some kind of discomfort. But the problem with the mental health is you are not acknowledging it, or you are not realizing it, or you are not ready to accept it. At times, one feels ashamed to talk about this subject. Of course, now time is changing, people are acknowledging, people are openly talking about it, people are seeking counseling, and there is nothing wrong in it. But the mental health is a crucial part, because if you are not mentally peaceful or stable, you just cannot focus on your work, whatever kind of work, whether you are a student or a business person or an official in some department, everywhere. If you are not mentally stable, you will not be able to give desired output. That is very important. Now coming to the reasons, Pooja has covered little bit, but Pooja, you could add why the necessity comes, or what are the problems in today's world where we are going wrong. That
Yes,
can
sir.
be talked. What is the problem in today's fast tracked world? We are not getting time to sit, introspect, discuss, or we are busy so much that we are losing our comfort, mental comfort and physical comfort both. And in that rat race, in that busy schedules, we are getting disturbed and we are not coming to know it, and we are not realizing it when it is happening. And at times for some people it is too late. This is a topic where probably at your age all of you may not realize it, ki how one can become mentally unstable. But if you analyze some of the news around us, how people are committing suicides, how people are killing whole family, that is not only stress. There are some issues which are related to mental health. One person goes into such corner of the society, not really others acknowledging it firstly, and that person is also not sharing, and suddenly something goes wrong. You have witnessed so many news in recent past where celebrities have ended their lives or done something which is very very unbelievable. So that is a thing which even a common man need to understand. If there is some problem in our life, we need dependable shoulders with whom we can discuss. And that is why friends are important, family members are important, your close circle is important, and you need to open up and discuss. Because unless and until you are stable, you will not be able to produce something which is worthwhile. And it is applicable right from student stage till whatever age you can imagine. Because there are old age people who are feeling this problem of mental health, and there are students who are feeling this problem of mental health. Because mental health is a vast subject. It is a human psychology, it is some kind of disturbed thoughts, it is some kind of uneasiness. You are not able to do whatever you wanted to do, and there are complex issues. You are not having reliable relationships and many things. So the solution part of it is some kind of slow schedule in life. When you get up, you must have some kind of exercises, you must have an organized schedule, you must have confidence in yourself. So physical fitness will definitely help the mental health. It is both way. Mental health helps the physical health and physical health helps the mental health. Overall we need both. Okay, good. Pooja, very interesting topic, and it is more and more we should pay attention to it. There is no question about it. Okay. uh, who is next? I think I will take Subodh.
Sir, I need a card.
Okay, you need card number. You take card number 23.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Who is next volunteer?
Sir, next is the National Dargaji Gauri Shankar, sir.
Okay, Gauri Saab. Gauri Saab, you
Yes,
can go
sir.
ahead. Pooja, keep time.
Yes, sir. So you can start. You can start, sir.
Okay, sir. Very good evening, sir. Today I have got a very interesting topic that is India USA relation. Easier for your understanding and better assimilation, I shall be divided into four parts. First part I would cover about that. What is the formal relations? Second, which are sectors in boosting the good relationship between the both countries? Third, what is the advantages and disadvantages? and fourth conclusion. Now let's move the first part. What is the formal relations? When our country independent and those there's a very critical condition in our country, there were two type of condition. First was the food and second was the fund. And after that, in the some both countries relations between the both countries relations deteriorated, and that's why in the 1962 war USA fully supported to the India, but unfortunately relations between both countries deteriorated. That's why USA fully supported to the Pakistan in 1971 war and also 65 war. In 2001, 9/11 attack over the trade centers, and after that understood that and wanted to make good relationship with the India. And there are major three pillars and focused by the USA. First was the fight against the terrorism. Second was the second was the counter against the uh, China, and third was a very important is enhance the economic growth. Now let's move the second part. Which are our sectors boosting the good relationship? There are major two type of sectors. First is the defense sector, and second is the economic sector. Now let's move the if we talk about in the defense sector, you know that in the this time is Russia, USA surpassed to the Russia in last 1 decade, and around the 5.9 billion dollar expanded invested in that enhance the capabilities of the India in the defense sectors. The major equipment imported from the like that USA M777 Howitzer guns, ATGM, anti-tank guide missiles, Chinook helicopters,
30-second
and
left.
the other things is a very various military agreement also be like that Comcasa agreement, Lumova agreement also is very important play role between the both countries, and some joint exercise about boost the good relationship between the both countries, and also the if we talk about in the economic sectors, economic sector also be highly amount of the 142 billion dollars contributed by the from the India, because this time is the India
Time
are
up.
studying uh, USA. And other things is a very advantages, very highly advantages. This time is because you know that very defense cooperation enhanced by the help of the USA, and the disadvantages like that CATSA agreement, such this type of agreement restorations by the USA. So it may be some deleterious for the our countries, because India and Russia relations is the very strong relations in the former many decades. So according to my point of view, because India follow the non-alignment movement, should maintain the good relationship with the Russia and USA. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good, Gauri Saab. Um, Flow is coming, points are coming, but further polishing will be required. What is the problem that the strongest democracy of the world and the largest democracy of the world were not together for so many years? US
Yes,
being
sir.
the strongest and India being the largest democratic countries. Till
Yes, sir.
1991, our economy was not open. US was really not closer to us. We were not closer to US. We had no direct confrontations, but we had no cordial relations because there was a Cold War where where we were aligned to Russia, and to that effect, it was assumed that we are anti-US. Or US strategic think tank never thought India will be a good country to make relations with, because there is some report which says that in 1947 when we got independence, Russian and the American, these two countries were becoming more powerful. So US think tank had the prediction that India will collapse as a country. India will not be able to survive because it is such a diverse country. Already we had seen Pakistan on one side, East and West Pakistan, so many diversities, so many kings were ruling here. So initially it was amalgamation of these many. independent kingships and making it as Union of India. So first 25, 30 years, and that too we saw four wars, 47, 48, 62, 65, 71. So from 47 till 71, it was all chaos, and still India was gradually developing. And in this background, US never thought necessity to come closer to India. This is my viewpoint. But 1991, Indian economy opened, markets opened. Bill Clinton was probably the first US president who came with some interest to India, business interest, strategic interest. And thereafter, what Gauri Sahab has highlighted, 9/11 is a key. Because till then, India was harping upon, India was urging everyone, India was requesting, literally crying that let's get united against the terrorism. But 9/11, the Trade Center attack, that was the key point where US realized, and slowly it is now coming closer to India for fighting against terrorism, for fighting against wrong policies of many countries. So slowly things are improving. Okay, good, Gauri Saab. More smoothness, points can be crisp, थोड़ा खींचना नहीं है पॉइंट तो आई थिंक इट विल बी गुड further good and more practice will be able to give it and English wise good, no grammatical mistakes, generally it is good. Okay, Subodh. Subodh, can you hear? Am I audible? Okay, but nobody's speaking, that's why I was thinking nobody's coming up. Subodh, you are ready? Who is next? Not able to hear, I will rejoin. Someone try and speak. Okay, I will rejoin. Just a moment. Subodh is ready, but I'm not able to hear. That's why I will rejoin. Wait. Now audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can move ahead with Gauri Saab. I think you heard my comments.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Good. It was flow was good. Now we'll move with Subodh. Gauri Saab, keep time.
Can I switch on my camera?
Yes, yes. Those who can really switch on their cameras, good, because your confidence, facial expressions, and the confidence level is really important to judge. So for you also, it is for your introspection. It will be key. Those who can switch on. Okay, go ahead, Subodh.
Sir, can I start?
Gauri Saab, you can prompt, give him signal.
Okay, sir. Start.
Okay, sir. So good evening to all. Today's my lecture topic is Indo-Afghan relations. So Indo-Afghan relation is not new to all of us because we know that we connected to Afghan historically. If I talk from the historical point of view, so Afghan was the integral part of India and it is recognized as the part of India only, because it is totally dominated by the Hindus in the Vedic age, or we can, if I can talk from ancient point of view. So we all know that the first battle of Tarain, which was fought between the Muhammad of Ghazni and Prithviraj Chauhan, Samrat Prithviraj Chauhan, from that point of time we connected with the Afghanistan. Now, when we got independence after 1947, so we are involved into our own situations. We don't have much time to focus on the other countries' issues. But in 1980s, our relation with Afghanistan improved, and we supporting Afghanistan from that point of time. But if I talk from late 1990s, our relations started deteriorating, because Afghanistan was controlled by the radical Islamist group, that is Taliban, and from that point of time, we are not much supporting Taliban Afghanistan, because of that point of view, because they based on the Sharia rule, and radical Islamist taken place in Afghanistan in 1990s. Then after, when the World Trade Center attack happened, in 9/11 attack happened in 2001, then after that the democratic government set up in Afghanistan, and from 2001 onwards, when the US invaded Afghanistan to keep peace or to promote peace into the region, their security forces got deployed into the region. From that point of time, we developed some good relations with Afghanistan till 2021, when the USA pulled back its forces. So if I talk about the relations, so we have good military relations, as well as education. Most of the Afghan students came to India for the education. They also prepare for they also prepare for the various examinations in India, as well as we also train the Afghan cadets into the National Defense Academy, Air Force Academy, Indian Naval Academy, OTA. So it gives us a boost into the relations between the India and Afghanistan. If I give example, today Taliban, the leaders of Taliban also recognized India as one of the good and favored nation, because we help Taliban in each and every possible way. When the economy of Afghanistan, if I talk about the current scenario, it is totally downtrodden, and because of that, we supplied some essential medicines, as well as some essential food grains to Afghanistan, and they thanked all. So lastly, I want to conclude that, and according to my opinion, I think that if we want to improve much relations with Afghanistan, so we should have to speak to them diplomatically, because in current news, Afghanistan, the Taliban government has banned the women from education. But it is a very important point to note that if we can't develop women's education, so definitely country will not develop. So I think that
Time up.
India friendship is very good, and because of that, India should talk to them peacefully and diplomatically, and solve this problem, and eliminate the radicalized Islamist mindset of Taliban. Thank you.
Okay, good Subodh. Very important topic because today it is more relevant. Afghanistan is a country which is generally unstable and creating problems for entire neighborhood, whether it is Pakistan, Iran. For us today, it has created problems because Taliban is taking complete control of the situation, going back to like Stone Age, giving so many Sharia law based rulings, and this is not a development, and it is creating problems. Even Pakistan is in severe problems because of the Tehrik-e-Taliban and Taliban's support to all terror groups, which is anti-Pakistan now. The Pakistan is suffering. We are not immediate neighbors so far as concerned, but Pakistan is immediate and its western border is burning. But we are also affected because if terror prospers there, it flourishes there, it has got effect on us, which has happened during Russia's Afghanistan's war. When Russia Afghanistan war was over, these militants or the weapons were used in Kashmir Valley. That is the problem because such things will always create problem if they are idle, they are not employed suitably, they will create problems for others. So from that perspective, India and Afghanistan's relations has been good when the government is there, legitimate government, but not with Taliban. We tried to improve, but there is so much of uncertainty and the distrust between Taliban and us that they don't trust us. And they are purely orthodox mindset people. Their rules and the policies are Sharia law based, and which is any government which is legitimate and democratic will not accept or have a friendship with such kind of people. That is the biggest problem. We have invested so much in Afghanistan. It is now a pain actually. We tried extending help, we tried uh, for their employment generation and trade, but things are not really turning the way it should have been. And that is a very, very sad scenario. Okay, we have more members to speak. Good, Subodh. Confidence is good and points are generally well covered. Okay, who is next?
Sir, I'm.
Jay is there.
Jay. Okay, we'll go with Jay. Subodh, keep time.
Yes, sir. Jay, you can start.
Okay. Good evening to one and all. Today's my lecture topic is net banking. Net banking is one of the most online banking. Is also known as home banking. Web banking is an electronic payment system that enables uh, customers to bank or other financial institutes to conduct a range of financial transactions through the financial institutes websites and uh, same bank operators as a directed banking, where they operate via the internet or internet and telephone. There are the different forms of net banking. They are depository insurance. Why should you have net banking? Because the most banks in India adopted technology of net banking on or in the process of adopting technology to meet the bank needs of consumers. Net banking is an slowly become an essential aspects of banking activities, and the net banking is the helps to open and accumulate enables customers to all their new account opening, and digitally consumers can be open and transact in all six kinds of banking accounts, and they and the exist in the Indian without having to visit to the bank physically. And the net banking is the ensure security of the bank accounts. For the net banking, all information on your bank details, trans, transactions, and the request in exchange electronically without any human being invention. Thank you.
Okay, Jay, you have to utilize all 3 minutes. Topic is important, relevant. You go for today's SSB interview. Somewhere this technology has to come in for discussion or some kind of question here and there in interview. Because today we are into a digital era where the internet has revolutionized environment around us. You see, banking has changed. Our trade has changed. We are sitting at one place and we can order anything, we can pay anyone, and it is all unbelievable. In my childhood, we had heard first time that from a 10 by 10 room, you will be able to connect with world and you will be able to do so many things. So that time we were never visualizing that it includes banking. Today, by sitting at one place, you can transfer money, you can order something, and n number of things you can do, but associated with it is a threat. Next 9/11 will be on a cyber platform. That is the biggest threat. There are so many frauds happening on cyber because when you are interacting through this internet, so there is a threat also from some hidden players. So you have to take enough precautions. But as far as the net banking or digital banking or web banking is concerned, this is need of the hour. You have to move on with the times. Bank outlets are changing. Today you will see some e-corners or something. Those kind of outlets are there. ATMs plus cash deposit machines plus without cash or a cashless economy we are thinking of future. And that is why who knows tomorrow it will be just some kind of without cash entire economy. Nobody can really predict how we are moving fast towards that kind of scenario. But the more important is talking about what is happening with the help of technology and the other side of it, the imminent threat which are likely to happen in future. We need to cover it both way, and in the end, you should give your opinion whether it is good or bad or it is in order to go with this, or there are some precautions. Such kind of language you need to bring, because this is leadership test. You are supposed to give some kind of opinions, because in general you will find material on net, but give your personal touch by some opinions. Okay, Jay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, who is next?
Sir, can I?
Okay, Shraddha. Okay, Shraddha, you go ahead. And Jay, keep time.
You can start now.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My today's lecture topic is female infanticide. We shall be discussing various aspects about this. So, first of all, what is female infanticide? Female infanticide, it means a baby girl, a killing of baby girl due to preference of a baby boy, and because the reason behind this is peoples don't want daughter, they want a son. So let's discuss about why this is happened. Generally, we all know that the sons are more likely than the girls, because they think that son supports in old age, and a line and a lineage of the family is increased by the son, and son will help in the family business and all things. But we should tell them that nowadays girls also are not less than boys. So let's discuss about the top three countries in the ratio of female infanticides. So at the top of the at the first rank there is China, and at the second rank there is India, and at the third rank there is Pakistan. So let's discuss some laws and schemes about this. For the child girl, there is a scheme Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao, and Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana, Balika Samruddhi Yojana, like this. Before some years ago, the uh, female infanticides is so more, but now our world is go forward, and now it is decreasing, not totally stop. In rural area it is now also available. So I want to conclude that we should change the mindset of the our society, that we should tell them that girl can do anything that boy can do. We should give them example of NDA. In 2021 NDA opened for girls, then we should give them the examples of first fighter aircraft pilot Avni Chaturvedi. This place also open for the girl. And now um, in cricket team the in cricket team we decided that for the male and female cricketers we will give same payment.
Last 30 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay, good, Shraddha. Mm, relevant points, good examples, and opinion also. So well attempted. Woman empowerment or saving the girl child has been the concern for many countries, especially we'll talk in context of India. Within India, there are some states where we have fair ratio of male female, but there are some states on top. There are some states which are having a horrible ratio male versus female. Haryana ranks very high, or even some of the North Indians with that orthodox mindset had created this situation. But across the board in India, we had those mindset that's Kula Deepak. Son is a Kul Deepak and will take care what Shraddha was talking about in the old age, and having the surname intact, and our family's extension is there. So this mindset probably created this kind of thing. And another factor is dowry. Even fear of dowry. So that also created this unwanted scenario where nobody desired to have a girl child. But what is the present situation today? We have a situation where we do not have enough females versus men, and the situation is reverse. Today, even some of the girls are getting paid for marriage, so that dowry system is getting reversed, and there are some states where marriages are not happening. There are more boys who are remaining unmarried, and there is a chaos. In Maharashtra, similar situation happened, And there is a hesitation now by so many young boys in the age of 30 and so. They are asking the government to do that welfare, arrange their marriages. So this situation has come because of female infanticide. That is the root cause. And the psychology behind it, what Shraddha has highlighted, and there are many more such reasons. But the way ahead is we should stop discriminating on the gender based uh, this thing, and woman empowerment, what Shraddha has highlighted, every field the female is proving her mettle. They are proving that they are at par with male, and the performance wise they are as competent as their counterpart. Good. Shraddha, good confidence. Keep these practices more frequently, and it will be a routine habit then. Okay.
Yes,
Who is
sir.
next?
Sir, I am.
Sanjeevani. Okay. Shraddha, keep time.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Okay. Good evening, all. Today, my lecture topic is secularism. In the last few years, wrong perception is being created in the mind of people by right-wing fanatic that our country should have been secular, and secularism has causes a great damage to Hindu religion and all. There are just a myth created by a upper class society to capture power by exhibition into a great also vision of a religion. But in India, no no religion has been adopted, and everyone has been flourishing in independence. You all are aware that unfortunately in 1947, our country India got divided into two bases on religion. For this, I would say that the power of hungry politicians were slowly responsible. At the last, India got divided, and new nation Pakistan was born from portion. Pakistan became a Islamic republic where Islam become a state religion. At that time here in India, same fundamentalist people who belong to community argue that Hindu Hindustan should be become a state. Hindu should be become a state. But our forefather who gave as best constitution that were men great intellectual capability and knowledge. They were fully aware of the obstacle which would come if India become a religion state. Because religion is a beautiful only if it is a keep separate from state and government. If a religion mix with a state and government, it will become a poison which will destroy the whole country. Thus, our forefather did not adopt any state religion and give us a constitution. They realized that
Last
importance of
30 seconds.
uh, uh, secularism, even though they did at the preamble. Secularism is a very so lastly I want to conclude that secularism is a very important for India, because if India become a religious state, it will stop us from sharing new thoughts and regarding abstract different religion, and we all lost our analyzing capacity and a significant
And
outlook, and politics will by the clearing class, which is very dangerous for every nation, because clearly we will damage the nation by other action, and separate hate against the each other. So it is a very important to keep religion separate from the state. Thank you.
Okay, Sanjeevani. Good. End point. Yes, that is the crux. Religion should be separate from the state. And our forefathers have done it correctly. We are not propagating, not promoting any single religion, and as such, we have given birth to four religions. So we are a secular state. Only thing, there are some misconceptions about secularism, or how the way we should be practicing these things, and there are some bad elements who are creating that rivalry, some kind of hate mongering. So all those things are creating disturbances. But if we are educated, we should be respecting all religions. Only thing, if there are some bad actions or bad people, irrespective of religion, they are bad. They should be punished. And this should be the wisdom which we should be carrying. India never adopted a single religion, and that is a good thing. What Sanjivani was highlighting, poisonous thing could have happened if it was like that. We are a mixed culture. That is our richness. That is our pride. That is our honor. That we are a mixed country, heterogeneous country, diverse country. Yet we are a single nation. Our culture is rich. We need to maintain it. Yes, there are some challenges, but the secularism today in the world, no country can really confidently say. And if at all there is one country who can say we are secular, probably India has got the right to say, no matter what kind of propaganda is there, what kind of news and bad reporting is there, but we are still a country where every religion is able to live. That is a reality, and very few people are understanding it in letter and spirit. Others are getting trapped into narratives which are propaganda. Okay, Sanjeevani, just take hold of your flow, control it. Maybe after a long time you came and delivered a speech, so have a control, point wise, and no fumbling. Baki, lot of improvement I can see, it is there. Okay, good. Who is there next? Any more volunteers? I just Sharvari not speaking. Vijay, Mukta.
No, sir.
Okay, no issue. If there is no one, I will speak for a couple of minutes and then we will end. Any question from anyone? No question?
No, sir.
Okay. What we will do now, I will just generally highlight why this session is important. At your age and your stage, probably you are not able to acknowledge regular practice, how essential it is. I am telling you, if you are wise, sensible, sincere, and serious about your goal, then you must be having a notebook. You must have topics listed, that these are your wish list, that I need to speak on these topics, and every day pick up different topic and cover all those sectors where you want to cover it, speak it, and have a confidence that I can speak on any topic on that particular day when I reach SSB. Because invariably you will get a card which will have list of 4 topics, and it can be anything. But a person who has practiced for a couple of months with variety of topics, I am sure at least 2 topics will come in your card which you had already practiced. Take my words. Coming to next stage. By regularly participating and interacting, your confidence automatically goes up. Here are some students. I can show you their earlier performances and how beautifully they are raising their standards and going up. Today they are more confident. All of you. Now coming to the knowledge part. When you speak on different topics and you hear also others, so every day your knowledge is going up and you are becoming a refined and polished personality. Because how a personality is shaped, first thing is you should be able to speak well, second is you should be able to think well, but the third most important thing is content. From where it will come? It will come from daily hearing, reading, and observing. So all things are happening in this, so that's why you must practice regularly. Okay, so with this I think we can call it a day. If there is any question you can ask, otherwise we'll end here. Keep doing good. Lot of topics we have discussed today, and be happy, be motivated, be energetic, and be consistent in your studies. Don't just fluctuate. आज 4 घंटे पढ़ लिया, कल कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. Consistency is also important. So continue with your consistency. Okay. So we'll end here. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Bye, sir. Jai Hind,
Jai
sir.
Hind, sir.